Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Michael Manoochehri. I'm a developer programs engineer working on the Google Cloud Platform product.
So how did you get involved with the data sensing lab here at Google I/O?
So I had an idea that I wanted to do something more measurable at Google I/O, collect a lot of data about the ambient environment, and I didn't really know how to do it. And I met the data sensing lab group at Strata in London actually, where they were doing a sort of a small scale version of this using Arduino-based sensors and device management by Device Cloud, and I was really impressed with it. And I wanted to see it even bigger. So I took this kind of idea that I had in my head of measuring, and I saw these people doing it practically, and I decided to ask them if they could actually scale it up almost tenfold for Google I/O.
Great. So what's the experience been like? What has deploying 500 sensors been like?
Yeah, so it has been a learning experience. Deploying 500 sensors, it was actually pretty easy on the software side. It's the hardware side that's hard, actually physically placing things, making sure people don't knock them over. But what actually was really easy about it was everything on the software side. And so I've never been very experienced with mesh networking or Zigbee protocol, but the Device Cloud made it really easy, and I was actually really impressed with how easy it was to make changes to things like the mode specifications, for example. When we needed to send a message to our motes, our sensor motes, to change something, that's where Device Cloud really shines, and I really was impressed with the functionality there.
Great. So what's the relationship been like? I know that you're using APIs to bring the data over to Google, so can you just tell us what that experience has been like?
Yeah, definitely. So just to try to talk about what we're doing on the Google side, we're actually doing analysis of data, and we're bringing a lot of data in from the mesh network itself, and in between that is the Device Cloud product, which actually is sort of it talks to the motes. It actually sends us API pushes of data into our Cloud Platform app. And it's great because it has a really great, I think it's called the monitoring API, which is a really easy to use API with a lot of great features. You can actually do all kinds of things. You can batch the data. You can actually send it in different ways. And it has a really good API model that I'm impressed with. So as a developer, I was actually really impressed with the API design. And not only the functionality for that API, but also the API Explorer, which lets you actually understand how the API works. It's got a lot of great features, and it worked really well with our Cloud Platform Cloud Endpoints feature, which allows us as developers using the Google Cloud Platform to define our own APIs. So it was very, very easy to send, say, post requests from the monitoring API to Google Cloud Platform, and we actually helped us build our app very quickly. And we didn't actually have to worry about the things that I would say we're not experts at, which is talking to these Arduino-based motes using the Zigbee mesh network system. We let Device Cloud handle that, and it did great. And I really enjoyed using it and working with it because it meshed really well with the application we were building on the Cloud Platform.
Great. So when and where do we see this data?
That's right. So we're going to put the data in several places. Right now, you could go to data-sensing-lab.appspot.com right now, but we're going to put the links to that data on datasensinglab.com. Actually, maybe I should do this over, and I'll just use datasensinglab.com.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So, the data that we collect for this project will be there'll be a link to it on datasensinglab.com, and we're also going to put the code for our application that we built that interops with the Device Cloud product on GitHub. So it'll be on the Google Cloud Platform GitHub, where we put all of our open source samples. And we'll also have links to some of the data there. We put the data in Google BigQuery. It's a public table where anybody could actually read it with a BigQuery account. And I'm actually going to do an export as a big CSV file, or maybe a collection of CSV files in Google Cloud Storage. Make it public, and anyone can download it and check it out.
Great. So are you going to do this again?
I hope so. Yeah, we have to find a way to do it even bigger and better. And of course, there's no better way to do this kind of mesh networking with the Zigbee antenna that we're using than Device Cloud. I really liked it, and yeah, I would definitely use it again. So hopefully we'll do it again. We'll find a bigger venue, and we'll do it even bigger.
Perfect. Well, thanks very much.
Thank you.